you might be hoping to clean in the new year, but it can be tough to know where to even start. So this morning we are joined by certified professional organizer Kelly Johnson of Organized Interiors. Kelly, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Kelly, I mean, we were talking about it. You said the kids are just now back in school. I literally just said maybe 2025 can start in February.
Right.
So if people are watching this, it's now maybe the time to even start thinking about organizing. It's not too late.
Right. Oh, it's not too late.
Yes. So you have come with us with some little tips, and I like the first one is really just to actually start small.
Yes. So I wanted to give some tips on starting with small spaces so that it doesn't feel overwhelming when you think about organizing your whole home.
Okay.
So the first step is always to take everything out of the space and make decisions to donate some items because we only want to keep what we're actually using.
Right. Okay. So that's going to be starting over here. So this is when we're going to sift through everything.
Yes.
And it can be hard because it looks really messy in the moment.
Right, exactly. Yes, it is. But having like a designated bin or basket to put your donate items is always helpful to have on hand.
Okay, perfect.
So, yes.
Now then, once we've donated, we know what we have, everything in our house we want to keep. What do we start with something like this? I like this already. Can I put this in my office?
Yeah, definitely. So a junk drawer is actually a really good place to start. It's a small area.
Right.
And we love using these drawer trays so that everything stays contained and organized.
Okay. And I love the idea that it's like just starting small, maybe making that one achievement can motivate you to go to the next project.
Oh yes, it feels so good.
Yes, it's why I'm a big proponent on making your bed every day, Kelly.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we start next with this one?
Okay, so toys. So toys can be very overwhelming, especially after the holidays. You have a lot more in your home. So picking one category is really helpful because then you can focus on that one category and don't feel as overwhelmed.
Okay.
So this is an example of how we organize puzzles. So using these zipper pouches are great to keep all of the pieces together.
Oh, that's so smart.
And then storing them in a bin or a basket to keep everything contained, and then always adding labels so that everyone in the house knows where to find everything and then where to put it away.
Yes, or else you have those puzzle boxes that are like torn up and it's been 10 years and no one's played with it anyways.
Exactly.
Which brings us back to our donation. After all the Christmas gifts, maybe it's time to look at some of those older toys
Yes,
too.
it's so true.
Okay, so now we have our last one over here.
Yes.
Some clothing.
So so another great place to start is a category of clothing or a dresser drawer. And we love file folding. So this is an example of file folding. You can do it within a bin or a dresser drawer. And that way you can see everything you have as opposed to stacking items on top of each other.
Yeah, that's brilliant because that's another way of knowing you actually don't know what's in your house.
Right, exactly.
Which I've been there, everyone. I've been there. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for these simple, easy tips. And they weren't overwhelming here.
Good.
And they're not going to be overwhelming at home.
Right, exactly.
So
thank you so much.
Now, if you are overwhelmed, though, guess what? You can contact Kelly. Contact Kelly through the end of January to receive 10% off of your first organizing session. She'll come into your space and help you know what you need to go into 2025 a little lighter and a little more organized. And we'll be right back.